All right, folks. Today is a stupid day because this whole week has been a little bit infuriating and ridiculous. So it's what time here? I don't know, 3:30, something like that, here in Salt Lake City. And I'm saying Salt Lake City, which is all over the fucking news now, because Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck at the Utah Valley University, which is the last video I posted. I was right behind there, hiking right behind the university, talking about how pretty it was and how nice and serene it always is. What the fuck, man? So I say the country has lost its mind. The country's lost its fucking mind. So I've said plenty of times on here before, I'm still a fairly liberal person. I'm just not fucking crazy. And so I didn't agree with a lot of things that Charlie Kirk would say. I watched his debates, but usually he would just debate people on what his beliefs were. And a lot of the times the things he said was very logical, and it would just straight up piss liberals off that he was making sense and that he was a good debater, and that a lot of times they didn't have any retort for what he would say, and they would just start yelling at him and get angry and emotional. And he was always like, you don't have to do that. You just talk. If you don't know the answer to something, that's it. You can educate yourself better. You can become a better debater if you want, but don't get mad at the guy for just going out and stating traditional conservative values. That's all he was doing. I get pissed off at people because here in the United States, sorry I'm on a shitty road right now, this is right where I live, people have lost the ability to accept different viewpoints. It's fucking insane. You don't have to agree with everybody. No, everybody doesn't have to look just like you. Everybody doesn't have to have the same values and traditions that you do. Everybody doesn't have to think like you. Everybody doesn't have to do everything you do and like all the same things you do. And some liberal fucking maniac just shot Charlie Kirk because of that. He wasn't hurting anybody. He might have called some people kind of stupid in a roundabout way a few times because they were being stupid. But for the most part, not for the most part, for the all part, he never hurt anybody. It's just words and what he believes. He was never even trying to start some movement to make everybody like him. He's just like, if you don't agree with me, fine. But this is what I believe. And that's all he ever said. That's all he ever did. I watched plenty of his debate videos, because I watch debate videos for the liberals and the conservative side, just so I can try to understand where they're coming from. And I don't know, man, like he was making the point. He's made the same point over and over and over, that liberals these days essentially have the emotional regulation of a fucking child, and if they don't like anything, if they don't agree with anything, they almost immediately become violent and aggressive. And he's debating that pretty much that very fucking thing today at Utah University, and gets shot. Do liberals not see how that fucking proved him 1,000% right? You just martyred him. You just turned Charlie Kirk into a martyr. If you think that that's going to help your cause, help anybody see your side, I'm sorry, you're a fucking retard. You're stupid. You're not thinking with your fucking brain. You're not even thinking with your heart. You're thinking with selfishness. You just were mad at a guy, so you wanted to shoot him. You're a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck if somebody disagrees with me, as long as it doesn't affect my life. And nothing he was saying was affecting anyone's life. He's not a politician. He's not making laws. He had nothing to do with how you live your life. He just made people, he irritated people. And he irritated people by just stating what he believed. And I'm sorry, but if you get annoyed by someone else saying that they believe in something that you don't, then you're a fucking 5-year-old. You're a 5-year-old. If you agree, if you're laughing at Charlie Kirk getting murdered, you're a fucking 5-year-old. And I don't think you should be able to vote. Because you don't know how to think in terms of outside your little fucking baby sphere. How other people might want to live in this country. Throat's a little dry today. I'm sorry. So I saw, a lot of you probably saw, now this got reported like weeks late apparently. Also somewhere I used to live, Charlotte, North Carolina. I can't even say her name. It's a Ukrainian girl. She was like either 18 or 20 something. I've never seen the right age. Everybody says it's a different age. But I'm supposed to turn right here. So little white girl, little pretty white girl, gets on a train, sits down, and within 30 seconds, she is fatally stabbed. It's all on video. The guy that's sitting behind her, this black guy, watches her sit down, pulls out a floating pocket knife, unfolds it, sits there another 3 or 4 seconds, gets up and stabs her. I don't know how many times, I've never seen the full video, but he stabs her. She looks up at him like, what the fuck? And then he walks away. And there's like 3 or 4 other people around her, also black, not white. And this is going to go into a video that I had earlier, where I was talking about how a lot of black people in the country now have become super racist. They don't like white people. So this pretty little white girl just got fatally stabbed, and she, I don't know if she realized it or not, but she just curls up in a ball and dies. On video! On video! And no one else around her helped her. A couple of them just got up and walked away. Nobody tried to help. They just left her there because she's a white girl. And I didn't see any of my friends post about this. None of them. None! I have a lot of liberal friends. Nobody posted about it. The news didn't want to report it because it didn't fit their fucking narrative. And that narrative is basically, they don't want to admit that a white person could be murdered unjustly by a black person. I'm sorry. I feel weird saying that. I don't like saying it. But that's the narrative. For the last like 5 fucking years, the media has tried to feed this fucking rhetoric that nobody can do any wrong except white people. Nobody can do any wrong except white people. No one. So the second a white person gets murdered on a train, and the guy's walking away, he says, I got that white girl. He's walking away, says, I got that white girl. He murdered her because she was white. He probably thought he was fucking fine doing it because he'd been arrested 14 fucking times and got away with it every time. That guy should have been in jail or dead before that point. She would have still been alive. I saw none of my friends post about that. The very fucking second Charlie Kirk gets shot for doing nothing wrong, completely law-abiding, just stating his beliefs and debating fucking idiot college campus kids, gets shot. The second that happens, I see people laughing about it and mocking him on Facebook. Fuck you. Fuck you. This us versus them bullshit, it's gotta fucking go. People need to grow the fuck up and learn to disagree with each other. Charlie Kirk was not walking into your home and trying to force you to have the same beliefs that he does. Charlie Kirk was not making laws that make it harder for you to live your life the way you want to live. Charlie Kirk was not affecting you in any fucking way other than being on fucking YouTube or TikTok or wherever and just saying things you didn't like. And he wasn't even saying anything that was bad. It's just conservative values. So, okay, what's going to happen now? Since they just turned this man into a martyr, in the last year, we've had a huge pushback on liberalism and leftism and trans rights, the trans movement, LGBT, everything. Anything leftish, is getting stamped out. And it's because of shit like this. It's because leftists constantly yell at everybody. Yeah, they constantly bully everybody. They constantly set fire to fucking streets. They constantly go out and shoot schools up. Yeah, it's almost always liberals that do this shit. And that's why people are fucking tired of it. So if you're leftist, you shouldn't be supporting this kind of shit. If you want people to support what you support and see your side of things, you don't take an extreme approach to it and start killing people that you don't agree with. It ain't hard to just debate someone and say, okay, I disagree. Cool. Politics makes people stupid, but it's making people crazy. And political violence in this country is just on the rise. On the rise. And I'm tired of seeing it because, again, like I said, I'm kind of in the middle politically. Got friends from all over sides, every side. But I'm starting to get to a point where I just want to cut the liberals out of my life because what the fuck, man? If you're laughing at what just happened, you're not a human person. You're not a human being. You're not the party of compassion and love. You're the party of fucking maniacal rage and childish emotional regulation. That's what it is. And I just don't want people like that in my life. I just don't. Because none of my conservative friends are fucking insane. They're not crazy people. They're good people. But the liberal people that I know, the liberal friends that I've known for years and years and years, most of y'all keep posting shit like this and you're just completely inhumane because somebody said something you didn't agree with. What the fuck is wrong with your brain? You've been brainwashed to be a hateful little piece of shit. You have. Nothing that conservatives have done makes you be like that. You're choosing to be a hateful little piece of shit. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. I want it out of my life. I want it out of this country. Fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I don't know how to get around this or out of it. I don't know. It's a hellscape. This country's going to shit. Actually, no, it hasn't. Because now it's to a point where people are starting to think they need to pick a side. Civil war. I don't know. I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to happen, but I know which side would win. It's the side that's probably, most of the soldiers come from the conservative side. I've just got to say that. I don't want civil war to happen, but it's like liberals want it to happen because they think that'll fix things. No, what would happen is leftism and liberalism would get stamped the fuck out. It would be gone. You wouldn't be allowed to be liberal in the United States anymore. If that's what you want, then keep doing crazy shit because people are going to come after your ass. Y'all need to learn to disagree with people and learn to debate and learn that everybody's different and nobody needs to be like you. Y'all have a good one.